Guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll look at a scenario in which the collapse of the Danish Empire happens, with a military failure being how it happens. They decide to go after Russia, as this already seems like a bad idea to everyone. But let's see how it goes. As the Russian invasion begins, Denmark mobilizes 3 million troops. Russia only has 2 million if it called in all of its reserves, which is unlikely. With a movement from Finland and Estonia, Latvia, Baltics, they quickly encircle and seize St. Petersburg. And this war is turning out to be a massive success. At this point of the war, at least. With them taking out a big chunk of Russia. With them moving in to go for the Battle of Moscow. And they take some cities along the Ukrainian and Belarusian borders. And well, Ukraine manages to kick Russia out of Crimea.
This is happening, which is an embarrassing defeat for Russia.
But as the siege of Moscow begins, it turns bad, because Russia starts fighting for its dear life, with them encircling north of Moscow and then encircling Moscow, with them advancing past Moscow, and, well, they've managed to take a few places along the coast, although of no value. With Moscow starting to collapse, Moscow even does collapse. But what's missing is that Russia can easily go in, because it's starting to not be great. Because so far the supply lines are overstretched towards Moscow and along the Ukrainian and Belarusian borders. With overstretched supply lines and failing logistics, they're pushed out of big areas of land. With Russia making an advance towards St. Petersburg and a failure to push them back, leads to the fall of here, and Russia leads the north, because why would that really matter? With them taking a massive offensive and moving in. With the puppet of England and Germany deciding to get involved in this war. The collapse, you may think this is unrealistic or stuff like that, but it's still a realistic way to go. With Germany deciding to join the war too. Yep, all of your enemies are in. And, well, America agrees to support them for if they can have Greenland. But they pull out of that deal right after they take the land. Yep, pretty evil of a move. With them let's undo that, kicked out of Britain and almost kicked back by Germany, and Russia manages to kick them out of their territory slowly, but then they land here and it quickly speeds up, with Finland trying to get independence, but it's probably failing. With them moving in, and the country decides to surrender and sign a peace treaty. And let's see how harsh it is. Almost taking back all of its territory it's lost. Britain basically reestablished. And Russia having taken back a big chunk of its former lands, as they managed to take the Baltics and Finland all back. But this leads to one problem. The Norwegian rebellion, which is mostly centered around the southern parts, and they also capitalize and take over Oslo, and they move in. As this is happening, Iceland just declares its independence. And then a northern country called, let's call it, what should we call it? Lapland. Yeah, let's make a Lapland. Sounds like a good idea. With Norway rebels a bit upset about this, having to sign a treaty with them. And Swedish rebels are nowhere to be found. Or so they think.
Where are the Swedish rebels?
They quickly manage to take back Sweden. And now, the borders. I'm just going to select all and be like, yeah. Because I'm going to go like this, guys. Literally. Legitimately just follow where the rebels are. Yeah, maybe the rebels will fight it out amongst themselves. Maybe they won't. And Svalbard somehow managed to still be a part of Denmark. So Norway lost a big chunk of land. Sweden lost quite a bit of land. The only one to really gain from this is probably Denmark, because they're actually bigger and they've collapsed than before they collapsed. So I guess Denmark's still a winner. With Russia being up to some bad things, such as this. And with their newfound glory, they take over Belarus, and then they finally manage, after a second invasion, to take Ukraine over. And we got the USSR. Oh, wait, no, we don't. But we do, basically. As they go into Central Asia, are like, yeah, the USSR must have a repeat. Oh, and this ain't a communist USSR. This is a Putin USSR, literally. Nope, I'm kidding. This is actually a capitalist USSR. United Commerce Capitalist Republics. Hey, that sounds like a good name. With Svalbard being annexed by Russia. And that's all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment after Denmark was overthrown by a communist rebellion. Bye, guys. But please subscribe so we can get to 2,800 subscribers. Bye, guys.